super important.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. He can't expect that help elsewhere. And YapzOr knows that. You know, you already see just YapzOr setting up in the mid lane. He is going to want to try and do his best to play with this Alchemist just as much as Alliance are looking to play with his Slark. And definitely worth noting as well, which we didn't really touch upon, to hold that Fortis in the mid lane. Fada jumping forward. Can they bring Limp down? A TP will come in. Can they save him? No, they cannot.
No, he cancelled it.
I thought about the deny, but then he couldn't do it. He couldn't kill his mate. He just didn't want to do it. May have to dive quite a bit. It's going to be interesting to see if Alliance have the time to react, and they are already reacting. Look at this, EGM and Hansken. Heading down, there's the opening. Mass TP's coming through. They'll blow the Sonic Wave. I think RP comes out in time. They may kill YapzOr, but in response, can Alliance find something? They'll look towards FoREv. Omni Slash to make sure he doesn't TP out. YapzOr trying for the TP. Is the damage there to bring him down? It is. Alliance, they were ready for that, and they react perfectly.
He died in base. Like, he trashed in the laning phase. That's just the weakness of the hero. But, you know, they have a lot to compensate for it. You know, FoREv again and Fata both had really strong laning phases. Roar's back off cooldown. Loda's kind of low here.
Loda? They'll try and play Fear and run. That isn't indeed going to work against the Primal Roar. Can he actually outlive the damage? Well, with the telekinesis dragging him back, I think the answer's going to be a no. He tries to run, but he's taken down. And indeed, as you said, maybe just not expecting Roar to be back and available again. Hanging around on very low top to continue to farm from the space that he's been given. And okay, Adam to TP out to mid. Really wanting to make sure that Alliance don't get any early tier 1s. Top lane though, rolling from YapzOr. Gets the RP off in time. Firo did get the Dark Pack and the Shadow Dance off, but there we have the concoction. It connects before he gets the chance to cast the Dark Pact again. And Alliance take down the big kill. Get that Slark, keep him in position. Limp now picks up Slark, see if they can get Firo in on the front lines. YapzOr does have to blink. Level 2 RP as well. Adam gets the ward out. He'll see exactly what's coming in. That's going to allow FoREv to get in there with the Roar. Catches out the Magnus. They'll see him as well. And that warding and movement from Bears, clean and perfect. No way that Alliance could react to that. But he's just been unable to find an opportunity to use it.
Yeah, it's not the easiest. Like, finding RPs against a team that just has full vision, regardless of whether it's day or night. Oh, middle lane, Loda. He's
got the Omni Slash, but the Shadow Dance is there from Firo, and they'll take down the Jug. Bears, finding one. They want to try and chase down for more. Limp to TP across. Fada's there. We are going to have Adam, is he recalling someone in by the looks of it? Yes, he is. He's bringing in FoREv. They're going to go for it with the Roar, with the Orchid. They should have enough damage to bring him down. The Illuminate flies through, and Bears, they also get the Courier.
That's his Manta.
Oh,
that's his Manta style.
Absolute. Bears are just from Alliance. Fada actually has an Invis rune here. This could come in very handy if it dispels the smoke. YapzOr with the vision, jumps forward, telekinesis on TGM, bring him down to the low ground, loaded to charge forward, drops the healing ward. He did see YapzOr trying to make an RP play, but Fada walks straight up and silences him, making sure there'll be no RP at the start.
Scenario, because then he can't get rid of the Orchid debuff, he's going to take the bonus damage, has a Solar Crest on, and here we go. Roshan here from Alliance.
Can they do anything? Firo coming around, the sentry is down on Alliance, they know that Firo's there, they'll turn towards him, and with the root, they actually bring him down incredibly low, pause the Shadow Dance. He's on the retreat, Hex up, on
which are pretty much the only ones that he can kill. And for the rest of the team, they're just splitting up the map.
No, I mean, somehow FoREv was allowed to blink out there. They didn't get the damage out. Fada jumps in, silence to the CM, takes one by YapzOr. Oh my god, that RP there, Bears get absolutely wrecked. Oh my goodness.
Propel this lineup to the stage that it's at right now, as well as a Mag can. So, you know, props to the draft again. I like Alliance's draft from the get-go. We talked about it. Zero
that's
going
a freebie. That's a freebie. EGM comes close. Loda will jump in. Alliance want to react. Silenced up. Limp will be low to sword, but doesn't get the chance to throw off the concoction. Fada still thinking about trying to get involved in this fight. Firo moving forward. Who's he going to find? Looks towards YapzOr, but YapzOr gets the blink off in time. Limp tries for the concoction, but he gets brought by FoREv. FoREv immediately Omni Slash and Fire Blasted down by Hansken. They'll take down the Beastmaster. Can they get more? Firo already trying to escape his way out. He should be first point of initiation. There's the move forward. Fada has a DD, jumps forward, gets the Hex onto the Magnus. There's the protection, they'll jump in. Firo trying to get towards it, but the Roar, it's slow to sword. Immediately, FoREv just shouts in his own log holes. He gets stunned up, taken down, and Alliance, they're looking for more. As Firo tries to get himself back out to safety. Can they find him? Yes, they can. They've got the Frostbite. Firo tries to get his way out. He's not going to make it. That's the Slark down as well. And every fight going Alliances. The push going to come in pretty fast from FoREv. Takes the tier 3 down to half health. Alliance that have already broken through to the racks. That's going to be a full set of racks going down on the top lane. And Bears, they just can't stop it. Down on the side though, Firo will find the CM. EGM out for the time being. Loda, happy mana leak, starts to back off. EGM's actually going to buy back on the Crystal Maidens, look to hold bottom. Keep FoREv away, make sure that they don't get ratted out fully. Firo, chased down by Loda, and Jonassomfan here. Jump off with the Omni Slash to Fire Blast, they'll take him down. Fada tries to kill Limp there with the Orchid and the Sonic Wave, but it's just not enough damage. Limp walks it off. EGM did die back though, and FoREv gets the successful rat on the bottom lane. But Alliance, they're already in position to look for more. At the least, they want to try and force out the buyback from Firo. Straight up Loda, onto the high ground, onto the tier 3. Alliance are ready to find more, and FoREv now backed up. He can't rat, he's not in a position to try and rat for more. There's the buyback from Firo. Lead in with the telekinesis. FoREv doesn't have the roar, still on cooldown for 30 seconds. Fada jumping across. Low on the mana, there's the jump forward onto the backline as Fada was trying to find Jonassomfan. Jonassomfan isn't going to blow the RP. Mid lane, Firo pots the Shadow Dance, trying to bring down Limp. Limp getting low, might actually be able to kill, but look at the damage from Loda. Forces Spirit to jump back. There's the RP from Jonassomfan, but the stolen RP from YapzOr gets 3. Oh, they got the damage with the Scream. The Hex onto Loda, they can't quite kill him. The Blade Fury comes out. FoREv's taken down. Fada still trying to finish off Loda. Loda still survives. Now comes back in, the Aegis has been popped. Limp stunned up on the high ground. EGM with the freezing field. Fada all kids up, and we've got a little bit of lag. There goes the lag. It's out of here. Loda's Orb keeping Limp alive. Omni Slash from Loda. Chops down FoREv. Moves over to Firo. Those Aghanims bounces, securing the kill on the Slark, and he's ready to come back over to help Limp. Throws the concoction out to Fada. Fada gets the blink out in time, but the blink's there for Loda as well. Jumps forward, takes down the Quap. No! The Octarine heal. It's enough. Fada survives, gets back to the high ground. They clear at the mid lane. They'll make a beeline straight for the bottom. 30 seconds still without Firo. How can they hold? Fada jumps forward, but again, Loda's there with the Omni Slash, bringing Fada down low. Does manage to blink off. The bounces continue over to FoREv. Blink out for Loda. He's focusing the ejects. Jonassomfan though comes in with the 2-man RP. Instant buyback from Fada, but Alliance, they take the racks down. They've got themselves the Megas. Silence onto EGM. He'll go down. Alliance back up. They've got what they wanted. And Bears now having to deal with the pressure of the Mega Creeps. They're desperately chasing out, trying to find a kill of sorts. I don't know if they're going to find it. Fada, can he get anything from this Firo? They're looking for something bigger than just the Ogre. And they need it. They do get the Hex onto Limp. Firo's there as well. He's going to be able to start stacking up these Essence Shifts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's getting more and more. He's getting bigger and bigger with the BKB. He can sustain this. He turns towards Loda. 15. Let's start to count. 17. It continues and they're all dead. YapzOr with the stolen freezing field in the midst of it all. Alliance are out. And what's this? Moving forward, there's the telekinesis. Firo starts to go to work, looks towards the Magnus, the BKB comes out, Jonassomfan walks back to base. YapzOr with the self-fuels, but he's going to get skewered back straight into the clutches of Alliance. YapzOr's out. It's the buyback from YapzOr. They know that they've got to use this moment to go. They know that the out's down. I quite believe what we're seeing here in this game. Alliance, they just need one big play and then they'll be in the clear. They need to get a kill on one of these big cores. But Adam just trying to keep them back. There's the 4 stuff. Jonassomfan picks apart 1. The Cottle's down, but the tier 4's gone. The Ancient is exposed. Roar on TGM. The fortification comes out. There's the Omni Slash from Loda. He gets 1. Aggressive jump from Fada. The RP's there from Jonassomfan, but YapzOr, he stole the RP! The RP's Alliance with the Sonic Wave. Jonassomfan's out! He's down for 100, but they've lost 3 on Bears. Loda's got the bashing onto Quap. Fada comes out with the Hex, but it's a Rampage for Loda. Alliance defend. They're not throwing today. They keep the Ancient alive. GG is called. Bears knew that that was their one chance to try for it against all odds. And it's over. Alliance do it in true Alliance style. They give the opponent a little bit of a chance, but then they hit back hard, and Loda takes the Rampage.
Jesus, I can't handle another one of those games.
What a game.
That was so close. I think they just hesitated a little bit too long. If they were running back and forth, they were like pinging the tier 4s on the side of Alliance saying, okay, they can kill our tier 4s, but the tier 2 mid like totally threw them off. They wanted to go for racks. Like Fata was killing the creep wave and he's like, wait a minute, there's a tier 2 mid. If they had gone in like 15 seconds sooner, they might have actually been able to squeak that out. And YapzOr with like the most clutch RP steal of his life didn't matter.